Hey guys, how's it going? So Tennocon 2017 just ended, and in today's video we'll be going over the major announcements and reveals of the event. So first off, we have Excaibur Umbra and the Sacrifice quest. In the quest, they've stated that it'll be based more around the Warframes themselves, unlike the previous two quests, like War Within and Second Dream, which I'm kind of excited about, more or less for the lore instead of Excaibur Umbra. We got more information about Scott's pet project, which is the Warframe they showed off in a previous dev stream. The theme of that Warframe is glass. It'll be releasing with a new hammer, secondary Dana, and an assault rifle. So get ready for that sometime within the next 6 months. After that, we saw the next Prime Access reveal, which turns out is for Hydroid Prime. Alongside Hydroid Prime in that Prime Access, it'll come with the Nami Skylar Prime, the Ballistica Prime, and his accessories will include a new armor set and Sugatra. They also said at the start of the stream that they'll be releasing operator armor and weapons upon the release of the next thing we're going to talk about, which is the Plains of Eidolon. So the Plains of Eidolon is a new area in Warframe, which is complete open world and seamless. So to better explain, you'll spawn in at an outpost or player hub, and once you exit the hub area, you'll be in the Plains of Eidolon. Steve has said that it's a 9 km squared game environment, so expect it to be rather big. So what's included and what's it about? So the area is basically expanding upon the universe outside of just Grenier, Corpus, etc., etc. The hub area is a passive place where no weapons are allowed. The people that live there are scavengers. They scavenge resources from the Void Tower nearby, the destroyed sentient ruins, and all this other really fucking cool stuff that they've shown throughout the video. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest going and watching that. A link will be in the description below. So, some other stuff before I go into the actual planes themselves. Inside the hub, you can build weapons. That's right, you can build and create your own weapons through components that they give to you. So each of these components will give different statistics to the overall weapon, and if you're going to build for a more aesthetic fashion frame type weapon, then you might end up with a certain weapon type that you didn't actually want. So you could build this really cool scythe looking thing, but it'll turn out like a polearm. Anyway, that's just a little ramble from me there. The next thing we have is what seems to be quests. So alongside just walking around this player hub, from what I can understand, there'll be characters within the area that you can talk to, and they'll ask you to go grab stuff, go to Grenier outposts that are inside the plains, and you'll basically have to gather the resource and then go back to the hub. I don't know if this is repeatable, but we'll have to see when the update hits, hopefully sometime before the end of 2017. So outside of the player hub, we have seamless time. So there'll be a day and night cycle. During the day, it's pretty basic star chart mobs, which any player can actually play through. But as soon as nighttime comes around, the enemies will become buffed, or it'll become a sentient battle from what I can understand from the end of the trailer, where all the enemies will be super hard, below level players, but be the usual for veteran and endgame players. Rebecca said on Twitter that they're hoping for the night cycle to be one of the hardest places in Warframe as soon as it's released. So if you understood that, yeah. After that, we have fishing, which I thought was pretty cool, didn't really expect it, where you just go up to water and then chuck a spear at the water and hopefully catch yourself a fish. This will gather resources that I think you could use to build towards those weapons that I mentioned earlier. That's what I gathered from what they were saying. And anyway, next thing we have is killable birds, which is pretty cool. We have Grenier patrol squads where they'll just walk around the plains and you can encounter them and kill them. And as I mentioned beforehand, there's also Grenier outposts, so you'll have to end up going to them in one of these quests, which is in the video. Now here's a little controversial thing. We have Archwing. Because it's such a giant open space, they wanted you to keep moving around, but wanted to change it up between just bullet jumping and rolling and whatnot. So in your gear slot, you can actually spawn in a beacon that'll have your Archwing fly down to you. You'll just run through it and you'll go straight into Archwing mode. In this Archwing mode, you can use your secondary weapon. I don't know if they've said anything about using your primary weapons yet, but so far it's just secondary weapons. So I'm pretty cool about that, as I am a fan of Archwing. And that is seamless, so no loading screens and whatnot, and they've said that it'll run on toasters, so that's pretty cool as well. So beside all the environment stuff and just some really cool looking areas in the Plains of Eidolon, that's it really. So that's Tennocon 2017, basically the major announcements. I might upload another video tomorrow or later on in the week if I find anything I've missed, but that's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.